Hello students, we have done the kingdom Monera, right? That is exclusively found for the bacteria. Now we are moving to the next kingdom, that is kingdom Protista. So here we go. So we are talking about the kingdom Protista. Here it is. So when you talk about the Protista, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? They are a single cell colonical. They have a single cell or they found in a colony like structures. Eukaryotes, yes, they are eukaryotes, well developed, evolved from the prokaryotics, that is endosymbiosis. Endo inside symbiosis means what? Mutual beneficial, right? Yes, mutually beneficial. So they are eukaryotic, single cell or colonical, and they are evolved from the prokaryotics. They are primarily aquatic and use cilia. Cilia, hair-like structure. Cilia is what? Hair-like structure like this. They have a cilia. We know the paramecium. Yes, for a locomotion. Yes, exactly. And flagella. Flagella is like one cell having the this kind of structure. Cilia are a very small, tiny hair-like structure for locomotion, moving here to there. Okay. Their reproduction is a sexual and asexual. They follow the both type of the thing. So now let's understand the kingdom Protista in this map. So kingdom Protista, they are a plant-like. If they are plant-like, they are called as a first chrysophyta. First is what? Chrysophyta. And they have a diatoms and they have a desmites. We'll study diatoms and desmites. Diatoms are called what we can say. They are made of the silicon. The cell wall is made of the silicon. Diatom is earth. We're going to talk about that. Okay. Now a plant like they contain the second one, that is a pyrophyta. Then have a euglenophyta. Then we have a fungi-like, the second one, and third is animal-like. So Protista is plant-like, fungi-like, and animal-like. So let's understand in detail. So the first is we are going to talk about chrysophyta. What are you going to talk about? Chrysophyta. So what are the chrysophyta? Let's understand. So when you talk about the chrysophyta, that is that they are live in a freshwater and marine environment. Their most are photosynthetic. They have a photosynthetic pigment. Okay. So float passively in a water. Suppose this is the vessel I'm talking about, and this is the water full of that. So they are passively float in the water. They don't have the proper structure. So they're like passively in a currents of the plankton, float passively. They can go here and there. They don't worry about it because they have photosynthetic pigment. Whenever the sunlight falls on that, they make their own food. So they are diatoms and desmites. So what are the diatoms? A chief producer of the ocean. Chief producer. What they are producing? They are first of all unicellular or colonical, and their cell wall contains the silica, silicon, right? Toughest material. So most non-motile, they are mostly non-motile or show the which if moment the gliding means what, here in here, like from the water currents they're going here, sometimes they're going here. Okay, they're not motile. So dead diatoms from the diatomaceous earth. So what is this? What is the diatomaceous? Now I will tell you. The diatom is made of the silica. Once they dead, this silica or this the remnants of that diatom will be fall on the seabed, and the silicated material is going to accumulated at the seabed. So they are called fossilized geological deposit of nearly pure diatoms, crustaceans. Okay. So they will be from the diatomeous earth, the layer which is from the form of the silica. Okay. And that is used in a polishing, filtration of the oils and syrups, toothpaste, and the metal polishes and the facial scrub, because that is a rough surface of the silica, right? So that is a very useful. So whenever you heard about the diatoms, you should aware about the diatomeous earth, that is made of the silica, because the cell wall is made of the silica. Then, so I will write this point: cell wall, silica. Okay, you should remember this. Then desmites. What is desmite? Also known as golden algae. Yes, they are called a golden algae. Why they are called a golden algae? The unicellular and microscopic have a golden hue due to the pigment. So the pigments is responsible for giving them a color. So they are called golden algae. So the what are the pigments? This is a neat base. fucoxanthin, and the that is pigment is called fucoxanthin, and they have also oil droplets also. Okay, the food reserve is the oil droplets. So these are the desmites and diatoms found in a chrysophyte. So chrysophyta living in a freshwater environment, they are photosynthetic, they can go here or there, flow passively. Diatoms, cell wall is made of silica, they form the diet in the earth, fossils. Okay, and desmites, golden algae, and they are called why the pigment is called as the fucoxanthin, right? And the reserve food is oil drop. So that's much about the chrysophyta. Now we are done the chrysophyta, we are moving to the pyrophyta euglena. Okay, so let's talk about that. Pyrophyta. Okay, this is visible. When you talk about the pyrophyta, it consists of the category of organisms called dinoflagellate. Dino means two. Flagella means tail-like structure. So this is the your dinoflagellate. So they are not exactly the same flagella. Sometimes they have a long or short. Sometimes they have longitudinal or transverse flagella for the direction. Longer give the direction, give the movement, and the shorter if they want to take a turn, right? So they are microscopic, unicellular, and biflagellated organisms. Their cell wall is a stiff cellulose plate. Please remember cellulose plate. They are mostly marine and photosynthetic. They are mostly marine and photosynthetic. They are yellow, green, brown, blue, or red in appearance due to the varying pigment. The pigments are very varying. Toxin release are harmful to the fishes. Toxin release are harmful to the fishes. So pyrophyta, if they release the toxin in surrounding environment wherever they're right now, it will be create problem to the fishes, right? Then euglenophyta. They consist of the euglenoid among the others. Euglenoid are a unicellular, biflagellated, and microscopic freshwater organisms. They are exclusively, euglenoids are exclusively freshwater organisms. Okay, others, what you have studied right now, they are both. They are they are pellicle instead of cell wall. See, they don't have cell wall, they have a pellicle. Okay, the pellicle. For protection, the mode of nutrition, it is the presence of the sunlight. It carries out the photosynthetic. 1 second. Whenever the sunlight available, they do the photosynthesis. But if they are hungry at a night, what they will do? Obviously, in the absence of sunlight, also they are activated. It has a heterotropic holozoic mode of nutrition. They can eat others ones. So they have a dual mode of nutrition. So they are found in a fresh water or stagnant water, and they have a dual mode of nutrition. Please remember this point. Okay. Please remember this point. Very okay. So here we go now. So hence it is link between the plants and animals. Who is the link between the plant and animal? Euglenoid. That is euglenoid. Example, prominent example is euglenoid. Prominent example is euglenoid. Okay. So let's go further. Now the fungi like protists and the slime mold. So cellular slime mold, a slime mold like slime. Okay. So they are amoeba-like cells with no cell wall. They do not have a cell wall over here. They move and capture the pseudopodia. Like amoeba do the pseudopodia. Like this is the if you want to catch the prey, you can use this as a pseudopodia. Okay. They remain grouped but as unfused cell. So they are unfused cell. Even they are found in a group, not colony. A cellular slime mold. So this is cellular slime mold. This is acellular. So it forms a plasmodium under the suitable condition. So plasmodium is the type of body which made up of a wall less multinucleated protoplasmic mass. So they have a protoplasmic mass like this, but they don't have a wall. So do not have a cell wall and are multinucleated. Even they are multinucleated, there is no cell wall for protection purpose. So they grow and spread over a several feet. Are you getting my point? Several feet like this. Okay, they're growing, and form the spores during the unfavorable conditions. So this is a cellular slime molds and cellular slime molds. The distinguish in front of you. Cellular one pseudopodia. The acellular is a multinucleated, no cell wall. So that's why they grow like continuously. Okay, and they produce a spore in unfavorable condition. Okay. Kingdom Protista, animal-like protozoa. So they are unicellular and mostly heterotrophs. They possess the structure for the movement. Mode of nutrition is a holozoic or a parasitic. They are four types. What they are? Now, please pay attention. This is important. Amoeboid. Amoeboid means what? Live in a freshwater, seawater, or a moist soil. Show the amoeboid movement. Amoeboid means pseudopodia. They use the pseudopodia, the false feet. Amoeboid means what? They using the false feet, pseudopodia. Okay. Marine forms like cilia cells at their surface, some may be parasite. Example, amoeba, entamoeba, histolytica. So the person suffering from the dysentery, the who is causative agent, entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica. Then flagellated, free-living or parasitic flagellated. Flagellata means what? A locomotor organ, right? For a locomotion, they have an organ like flagell. So marine and freshwater may cause disease such as a sleeping sickness, that is a trypanosoma brucei. In African people, this mostly seeking sleeping sickness is found, and who is causative agent? Trypanosoma brucei. Trypanosoma brucei. Then we have a cilia, the hair-like structure for the moment. Aquatic have a cavity that opens to outside of the cell, like this. They have a cilia-like structure. Okay, cilia helps in a feeding. Example, paramecium and Vorticella. You know paramecium? Yes, paramecium, and they have a cilia-like structure. Then we have a sporozoans. Sporozoans. Parasite of the animal causes the disease. Have an infectious spore-like stage. May have more than one host. Plasmodium, malarial parasite. Okay, so malaria caused by Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, and so Plasmodium malaria. So they have a more than one thing. So they have more than one. Okay, this is fine. Got it? So we have done the animal-like protozoans. Okay, so we have covered right now the kingdom Protista. Now fungi is remaining. Okay, and the after fungi, what is remaining? Yes, tell me. After fungi, what will be there? Yes. See, fungi is more. So we need a whole proper session for that. And fungi is very important and very much in detail. What even in an NCRD it is given detail. So we have to understand that very well. Then plant and animal is remaining. That is very easy. But right now, when you in the next class, we're talking about the fungi, it will be very, very important. So make sure you are giving attention in the fungi class very well. Okay. So I hope you understood the session very well. And thank you for paying attention. But make sure the next class will be of the fungi. That is more important. Okay. So thank you for paying attention.